It's a brand new week, and I am super thankful that we have life and we are able to go about our businesses. Today, I want to remind you of something the Apostle Paul talks about in Romans chapter 12, verse number 2. He says, "And do not be conformed to the pattern of this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind, that you may prove what is that good and acceptable and perfect will of God." The Apostle Paul tells us that there is a pattern of the world. There is a way of life for those in the world. The world expects us to live a particular life. Then he says we should not conform to that pattern. In 1 John chapter 2, verse 15, we are told not to love the world nor the things in the world. For if anyone loves the world, then the love of the Father is not in him. For all that is in the world, the lust of the eye, the lust of the flesh, and the pride of life, they are not from God, but rather from this world. So the Apostle Paul is reminding us, let us not conform to this system, this pattern. Then he says, we must renew our mind. We must change the way we think. That's the only way we do not conform to the world. It means that we have to take a pause and look at the world for what it is. Look at the media, look at the things that are going on in the world, and realize that there is a particular pattern which we who are saved from that system. We are saved from that pattern. Jesus has bought us with a price. And because of that, we are dedicated unto God. We're not of the world, and we are not for the world. We are for God, and we are supposed to live by God and his word. So as we take in the word of God, as we study the word of God, as we meditate on the word of God actually shape our thinking. And let us begin to see things from the perspective of God. We begin to see the happenings in the world from the perspective of God. We begin to see people from the perspective of God. We see the value in people as the Lord sees them. And that is what the Apostle Paul is saying. He says that when we do that, then we will be able to prove that which is that good, that acceptable, and that perfect will of God. It means that the world will never know what truly is the word of God unless we make it evident. And the only way we can make that evident is when we are not conforming to the world. When we talk like the world, look like the world, drink like the world, eat like the world, do everything like the world, we will never be able to make the will of God, the perfect will of God, evident to it. So as you go about your business this week, I want to pray for you that the blessing of the Lord will be upon you. The favor of the Lord will be great upon you. That God will bless that which you do, and God will bless all the things that concern you. God bless you.